Today, we're diving into a truly heart-wrenching story from the legendary writer Munshi Premchand. It's called White Blood. And wow, it's a powerful look at what happens when a parent's love crashes head-on with society's unbending rules. It really makes you ask, what happens when the bonds of family are pushed to their absolute breaking point?
We're actually starting this with the story's final, devastating line. It's spoken by a father in a moment of just profound heartbreak. Now, it might not make much sense right now, but stick with me. By the end of this, you're going to feel the full, crushing weight of these words. Let's get into it.
So, picture this. It's been 14 long years since a horrific famine absolutely ravaged the land. But now, things are good. The fields are green, the village is prosperous, and for one family in particular, Jadore and his wife Devki, life has finally settled into a peaceful, happy rhythm. But then, one evening, that peace is completely shattered. Jadorai's just sitting outside when a well-dressed young man on a bicycle rides into the village. The dogs are barking, everyone's looking. He's a total stranger, and he stops right in front of Jadorai's house. And in a heartbeat, everything changes. They realize this isn't a stranger. It's their son, Sadho, the son who disappeared during the famine all those years ago. Can you even imagine? It's just a storm of tears and joy. His younger siblings, who were born after he was lost, get to meet their big brother for the first time. Of course, news like this spreads like wildfire, and pretty soon the whole village is there, celebrating this absolute miracle. But right in the middle of this beautiful, chaotic, happy moment, the village elder, Jagat Singh, steps forward, and he cuts right through all the joy. He doesn't ask where Sadho has been or if he's okay. No, he asks about his religion. And with that one single question, this incredible reunion starts to feel more like a public trial. So, why is this one question such a huge deal? Well, to get that, we have to rewind the clock 14 years and see the desperate, horrible situation that tore this family apart to begin with. Forget the prosperous village we just saw. 14 years earlier, this place was a literal wasteland. A terrible famine had its grip on everything. No rain meant no crops, which meant no food, no water, no hope. People sold everything they had, their tools, their animals, everything. And when there was nothing left to sell, families like Jadore's had no choice but to leave their homes, just hoping to find enough to survive. And caught right in the middle of this massive tragedy was Sadho. He was just 4 years old, a little kid, about to face something no child ever should. And it's here, in this landscape of pure suffering, that a single act of kindness, or what seems like kindness, sets off a chain reaction that will define everyone's lives forever. Okay, so at a relief camp, little Sadhu gets really sick. He's got a fever, he's starving. Now try to see this from a 4-year-old's point of view. A Christian priest named Father Mohandas finds him, gives him medicine, and he gives him biscuits and bananas. To Sadhu, this is the greatest thing ever. His own parents, who love him desperately, can only offer him dry bread. So in his simple, innocent mind, the priest is comfort and home is hunger. So when the priest's camp packs up to leave before dawn, Sadhu makes a choice. He follows the food. He follows the kindness. When Jadore and Devki wake up, their son is just gone. It's every parent's worst nightmare. They search for 3 days straight, calling his name until their voices are gone. But it's like he vanished into thin air. All they're left with is a hole in their lives that will ache for the next 14 years. And so, 14 years go by. The famine ends, the family works hard, they have more children, they become prosperous again. Life moves on. But that wound, that loss, it never really heals. Which brings us right back to the present, to that front yard with the whole village watching. All right, we're back at the reunion, and that feeling of a miracle, it's fading fast. Now, it's all about the community's judgment. Sadho is completely honest. He tells them, yes, the priests who saved my life also raised me in their faith. He even offers to do whatever it takes, any penance, any ritual, to be accepted back. But the elder Jagat Singh, he's not having it. He just shuts it down. He declares that for them, there is no way back. The rules are the rules. The door is slammed shut. And this puts his parents in a truly impossible position. I mean, look at this choice. On one hand, they can embrace their son, bring him fully into their family, and be completely cast out by their community, lose everything they've rebuilt. Or they can obey the community's rules, keep their social standing, but have to treat their own son like an untouchable in their own home. It's a brutal no-win situation. And this is the real heart of the story, isn't it? It forces you to ask, what would you do? You have this deep, primal instinct, a parent's love, and it's crashing against the cold, hard laws of society. Something's got to give. But what?
So, where do we go from here?
Well, this leads us to the powerful conclusion. And finally, to the meaning behind that mysterious title.
Sato isn't a little kid anymore. He's a young man, and he sees the pain his return is causing. His father weakly suggests maybe he could just pretend to follow the rules. But Sato stands his ground. With incredible dignity, he says, "I came home to be a son, not a problem. I won't live in shame, and I won't let you be cast out because of me."
And this, right here, is what white blood means. It's such a powerful metaphor. Blood is supposed to be red, right? Warm, vital, the very symbol of family. But in this story, that powerful connection has become white, pale, cold, anemic. Its strength, its life force has been completely drained away by the cold fear of what other people will think.
In one last act of love, his mother, Devaki, defies everyone. She embraces him and feeds him with her own hands. He gets one brief, beautiful moment with the siblings he just met. And then Sadhun gets on his bicycle and he rides away, leaving his family for the second and very last time. As Jadorai watches his son disappear on the road, he thinks to himself that this amazing young man is lost to them forever. Why? Because their blood is turned white. And the story just leaves us hanging with this absolutely chilling question. What is belonging really worth if the price is sacrificing the people you love the most?
What an unforgettable story. It's one of those that really sticks with you. If you found this breakdown insightful, do us a favor and hit that like button, share it with someone, and subscribe for more. And don't forget the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks so much for watching.